Woo! Yeah! Awesome!
little bit of a different angle view here. Cowlitz Valley out through there. Cispus Valley runs out that way. Cispus or Lake Skinwa is right there at where those two come together. Probably not. You'd have to be pretty picky on the fish you kept now. They'd be getting real dark, the silvers. But can't really see it here now. But my destination today, because it's a couple 3-mile hike, is up on the top of this. It kind of zigzags up around, but I'm gonna get up here on the top. Kind of. Wow, it is quite the steep grade. I don't know what it is. It's shoot, 6 or 8 anyways, but beautiful out here. Rife Lake, of course. Just love those clouds. It just looked awesome out through there. That's not too bright. Well, it was heading up here to Iron Creek Falls, but I don't have chains. Quickly became very slick conditions. I don't have weight in the back of the truck. I don't have chains on my tires, and actually they're not even very good traction tires as far as snow and ice goes, so I'm not able to do that. Bobcat print. Bobcat came walking up here. But anyways, I'm trying to get some pictures here, a little bit of video. Here's that's Burley Mountain. See if I can get it zoomed in. I know it isn't very good, but back in there, that peak is Burley Mountain. And that's one of the destinations I plan on hiking up to. And then if you can see it over here, it's Tower Rock. Standing on the frozen stuff here. ferns and stuff is so froze. There's Tower Rock. One of the other destinations I am going to get to. I'm going to come up the back side here and hike up to the top if it's even possible. And then of course we got Mount Rainier over here. Over here. Yeah, sorry about the shaking. It's colder than a witch's heart. It's cold out, I tell you. It's 30 degrees maybe. There's a little shot of Mount Rainier. Alrighty, yeah, I'm up here hiking around. Tried to start a fire earlier, no avail. Down below there's a lot of branches and stuff that are wet. And actually I got up in here and found a tree with a lot of dead branches under it that are dry. And for people that, I don't know if anybody out there knows how to recognize fat wood. There's other names for it, pitchwood. Some people call it squaw wood. But anywhere where there's been a tree that fell over, broke off, cut off, whatever, and the stuff that remains, like this one here, there's some really good pitchwood, fatwood, squaw wood, whatever you want to call it. I call it fatwood myself. But you can see the pitch just in here. And this would be a perfect base for starting a fire. So, with that being said, I was just going to sit up here and enjoy the peace and quiet of up here on the hill. You know, I just have to build a fire. just because all this dry stuff, the pitch wood, you know. So stay tuned, folks. I'm going to build a fire here. I'm going to gather a bunch of branches and stuff like that just to save some video time and all that good fun stuff. And I'll be posting another vid. Alrighty then. I don't know if you can see that. Trying to be stubborn, it was. Didn't bring my knife up with me, so I get to play with this stuff without a knife, so don't need it. Not really. Lots of dry branches here. Plenty for as wet as it is out. You can hear the snow melting off the trees, dripping. Actually, it might even be raining a little bit out here, which is okay. Typical winter weather for Washington, Pacific Northwest. And it sure makes a big difference on if you got dripping, soaking wet stuff, or if you, like I just hiked around for another 20 minutes or so, not that long, to actually find really good dry branches, the lower branches on the tree. Of course the ground's wet, that don't matter, you know. Back onto itself. Best thing I found for starting fires right here. Cattail and petroleum jelly. Vaseline. Very good stuff. Very good fire starter. Even better than char cloth. But if char cloth works too, it just takes a little bit of manipulating the coal to turn the flame, which isn't really that bad. It's possible. Takes a little bit, 3 or 4 minutes longer, but it ain't nothing. Couple pieces of pitch wood or fat wood. You know, this is what I pulled off from this log right up here. Very well, very good pitch wood. Look, you couldn't ask for a better fire starter. Natural fire starter right here. The small fire works just perfect. Low flame, low smoke. You don't need no big arse bonfire. You know, this right here, small fire like this, feeding it a handful of material at a time. You know, this branch right here takes a while to actually burn, you know. I mean, I've had lots of fires where, like a hobo stove, you know, burning the fire in a hobo stove. This is all you need right there. A little tiny handful of branches. This little fire here is perfectly going to keep my butt from freezing to death. You know, and I like being out here doing stuff like this. Hope I never have to actually use it in a real world survival situation. But if I had to, I could prolong my life, I think, just long enough to starve to death. Well, the first time here, I've never been to Iron Creek Falls before. It's pretty spectacular, really fast moving water all the way down the road. There's a little camping area down here, but this is just, oh my goodness, oh yeah. It's bloody awesome here. I can't get down in there. Freaking rain on everything. I need to get an umbrella for this camera so the darn thing doesn't keep getting dripped on. Something, huh? Holy smokes. This is wild. Look at this. I know my lens is getting wet, making it really hard to see. Anyway, put my hat over things, try to get it somewhat where it ain't so wet. They jumping bejesus. Yeehaw! This is really wild. Get around here so I can get behind this waterfall, hopefully. Wow. Ha ha ha. Woo! Can't blame it wet now, I tell ya. Holy jumping bejesus. Probably really hard to see in the lens. It's all wet. It's just major shit here. I love it. Yep, it's earlier in the year, water down. A person might be able to walk completely behind this waterfall. Look at the force that's hitting with. Oh my goodness. I love it! Heaven right here on earth, people. All chipped away from the waterfall. That's really nice cave here almost.